Dodged one. Okay.
That's true.
All right. All right. So I'm pondering on another question. As a single lady, do y'all think it's more lucrative for you to get money as a single woman versus being married? Coco,
Yes.
why?
Just because the times that I have been single, I've seen what kind of growth I have financially and in my career. I think sometimes, not all the time, but I think sometimes being in a relationship, sometimes you could lose yourself. And you could put everybody and their mom before you and hinder yourself from growth. And so I think you can make money when you have a partner who's a partner and y'all are working to bring y'all here. You know what I mean? But I don't think that happens in every situation. But for me personally, I think single, I make better money moves and I'm growing.
Heavy. Okay. Queen 17.
I got nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I can see what she's saying because you just all around have better self-care when you single. You looking out for you, you more in tune with you going hard for just you. So it's easier to make things happen. But on the flip side of that, I think it's more lucrative for someone in a relationship because y'all building, and the type of money you could really get more in single is not necessarily the type of money you want to get. If you have a career, you pretty much gonna make the same amount in that, whether you married or not. So it depends on the woman. Because me being single, I don't think I'll make more money than I would if I had a partner. I think I would triple the worth with a partner because of the things I want to do. Right. But if I'm wilding and I'm out here taking advances in everything that's coming at me, yeah, I could bubble.
Okay.
So
I'm glad you said that because that's kind of where it was leading to is in the current state of the climate of the world, like sex sells, right? And I feel like a single woman can get a bag faster if she know how to work it, flip it later, if she's single versus her being in a relationship. Like you can be dolled up. Huh?
Are you talking about OnlyFans?
That's what I was gonna mention, but really, you can just be on IG half naked.
Or I mean, if you carried a certain way, your bosses flirt at you. If you put it into yourself, men at work is offering you things. You just got to be careful of what you accept.
Because and how far you let it go. Because
that's how far you
single, you know what I'm saying. You can do whatever, but at some point you go, "Oh, I'm married." Well, okay. Then you know what I'm saying? How much is he gonna be willing to trick on you, or how much are they gonna be willing to trick on you until you be like, all right, that's my limit. And then what is your limit? Married or single? JB, do you feel like as a man, it's more lucrative for you to be single versus in a relationship?
It's probably more lucrative for a man to be in a relationship. Anybody in a relationship is more lucrative if both of the people are moving in the right way, because I mean, in the reality of it, a relationship or marriage, that's an investment play. Yeah. Like a lot of people don't realize that. That's literally, if you talk to like somebody like me, a fiduciary, that's an investment. That's a money move. You can look at Jeff Bezos. That was a money move. You can look at Oprah Winfrey. That was a money move.
Ooh, what's that?
She won't marry him because she know good and well he ain't gonna want no prenup. But they together. Like the way she moved about it, that's a money move for her. Smart. So everybody do it in a money move. I mean, here's the interesting thing. Go back and study every single president and notice the woman that they married. Every single president married a woman whose family was doing better than them, and there was a move that put them in position. Even Barack Obama, Michelle Obama's daddy owns a huge law firm in Chicago, and that's the woman he married. So everybody do it. That's just the nature of the beast.
Makes sense. Okay. All right. It makes sense. And go ahead.
Think about it. You in a relationship, your woman, man, y'all could go to Chick-fil-A and go sit in front of the couch on Friday night and enjoy yourselves, and it's no big deal. You're in a relationship, you're not, if you're single, you gotta go on dates. You trying to see what to get by her for this occasion. You trying to, you still trying to impress. It's very lucrative to be in a relationship. Very.
But I'm just speaking on me right now, in that space in my head right now. But I feel like now is the time that I've got to make those side hustles and to create a brand and to, put myself where I've always wanted to be without but then again, my situation was a lot different in terms of marriage, that part. But I feel like now I'm just like, no stopping me. Like I'm gonna go to the top. And before I felt like, okay, I'm a wife first, and then I'm a mom, and then I've got to do all of these things, and I've got to put myself, because that would be really selfish if I focused on me. And now it's like, it's a free for all. It's like, I don't even care. I'm going for the moon and the stars and beyond that.
So is the relationship in your situation, was the relationship kind of hindering you from getting to it?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. But I think it's also, to everybody's point, I feel what y'all are saying. I just think that it's different depending on the circumstances of the marriage. And I don't know how that sounds. It probably sounds weird, but what I'm saying is, in my marriage, I didn't have a partner. I was, it wasn't a partnership. It wasn't like, lean on me, I lean on you. It was lean on me, lean on me, lean on me, lean on me. And so it was a hindrance. It was never a situation where it probably could have been very lucrative if we were both, just pounding the pavement, getting it done.
Right.
You know what's a funny thing? I realized me and my sister was talking about it just from the nursing, working in hospitals and stuff. The sad truth is, the better a woman becomes, the more money she makes, the more she establishes herself, the harder it is for her to have a relationship.
Ooh,
that's true.
The women that in the hospitals, the RNs, the doctors, every woman you see in high position, they don't have nobody. But the CNAs, the medical assistants, they all got happy families.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we all fighting to get to the top, but is that really the ultimate goal, to die alone? Like, it's like a gift and a curse. It's a strange thing.
And it is, from my perspective, it's like the women that are career driven, they're not tripping on a man, they're not tripping on a family. They're my career. I'm just work. That's all. I ain't got time for all that. And I feel like in a relationship, it got to be a 50-50 thing where you can't just be career. And we married, but whatever. I'm focused on this. So it's like those women, that's all they got. They're not worried about being with a man, like, in that sense. So that's from my purview of seeing, like, that's the reason why you focused on one thing and you can't be focused on two. And in the marriage,
then you get up there, and then you attracting a man that they think you too much, so they can't, or they want to use you. They want to lay up under you and lay off of you. So careful what you ask for sometimes. Like, it's tough.
It is. But I think
most men want a woman that most men feel like, from what I've seen, want a woman that they feel like kind of needs them in some way. You don't want the woman to not need you at all. Like, I got this. I can pick this up myself. Well, what am I for? So when you have all those boxes checked, who's stepping into and what he's stepping in to do? No,
it's true. It does make. See, I'm not even the arms crossed, because I already knew. Look.
Sorry.
I haven't even said anything. I'm just here.
Let them have it.
I'm listening.
They got an entanglement. Just
go ahead, JB. Go ahead.
I have nothing. I really don't have anything. I'm listening.
brother, this was everything.
I'm something like, shit, shut up.
The smirk.
No, I'm just
grab your tea and sip slowly.
Listen, I agree with Queen 110%. Hun. But listen, I know, because it is hard to date, because I think that when you get to a certain level, especially out of a relationship, out of a divorce, out of growth in your career, out of being successful, etc., I think that it is harder to date. But I also think that that's where the self-care has to come into play, because for so many years it's like you focused on everybody else but yourself, and then you get to a point where, okay, I'm gonna do me and focus on me. If nobody comes into the picture, I mean, I still got a roster, of course. You still got your people. You probably don't have anybody worth living long-term future partner with, but like,
Go ahead. Get her.
Get it.
I have
Got nothing?
nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
I want to add to that, and I want to say this. If a man approaches you, y'all talking, dating, whatever, and he says, I don't need you for nothing. My bills is paid for, house is paid for, everything is taken care of. So I don't need you for anything. And saying it in that tone,
Mm-hmm.
how are you gonna feel?
I'm gonna wonder why he stepped to me in the first place then.
And I said that to say this. It's been quite a few women who said the same lines, and I'm like they're talking to me about why I can't find a man, why I can't do this and that, and they're saying that in that tone. And I said, well, hell, that's why. Listen to what you just said. I don't need a man for nothing. I got everything taken care of. I'm good.
Right. When you're saying it like that, then yes.
Yeah, it's like I don't need you.
Right. But those are for women that are looking for something serious, right?
Yeah. We're not talking about the Bobs and the call me on Friday night and come in and slide out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you got your roster for.
Right. But I'm saying I'm not, I don't know. For me, I'm not looking for my husband right now. I'm just not.
So you're gonna wait till you get to that 200K mark, and then actually you probably surpass that, but like
200K what?
1,000 mark, salary mark.
Oh, okay, sir.
My bad. I said my bad.
I'm like, oh shoot, let me join.
Oh gosh. No, it's not that I have to get to a certain place in particular with money. It's just I got to get to a certain place within myself. It's like we've talked about before about healing and all of that. I've got a few different levels that I'm working on right now. And if I brought somebody in right now, that wouldn't be fair to them. I'm not mentally, in that position to move that way. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that women and the people in general who say, I don't need,
Yeah.
That speaks to, I think, a louder message. I think that speaks more to whatever trauma you had in the past of I don't need, versus you understanding, yeah, I do need this sometimes. I do need to be cuddled and told I love you sometimes. That's just human nature. But
I told you pretty. Ain't that a thing?
If they slid in my DMs and said I'm pretty, that one?
No, in real life, like right next to you.
I need somebody to give me an oil change and tune up. Get up under the hood, like do the stuff that I don't want to do. Like the car.
Oh, you talking about the car? You talking about the car? I was like, well,
tune ups.
Like, how often do you need these tune-ups?
I was like, well,
like there's two different.
How often do you need?
I have no idea how much the car needs to be tuned up. I'm oblivious. I got to get my father to do it all for me.
How often do you?
Oh, we still talking about the car.
Okay. I need it's embarrassing. I don't even know no more. It's just dry. It is dry.
I don't know what we're talking about right now. I would be honest with you. I feel like we bouncing in between the actual car and the metaphor of the car.
Sorry, he asked it again. So I'm like, what tune up about?
We're definitely bouncing in between. Anybody looking to tune up Queen 17's car, slide in those DMs. See what's popping. See if you can lubricate what she needs lubricated on a weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever she, her program is. Let her know she needs help.
But you have to be an intellectual. Let me tell you.
They gotta be smart too.
Gotta be an intellectual.
Oh, you asked for a whole lot.
But we gotta hold a conversation. I'm a sapiosexual. You ain't lubing up nothing if I can't talk to you.
But he tuning it up. He get the wrench and go nothing. That's crazy. You asked for a whole lot.
You don't want no dummy.
Think I want to be looking for a dummy in the daytime with a flashlight? Who did that?
You said you been there? Got a t-shirt?
Them days is over.
So look, I got a quote. Actually, I got it from Coco. We often mistake feeling in control for feeling safe. I'll say it again. We often mistake feeling in control for feeling safe. Whether it's in your job, in your relationship, do you think certain people move a certain way? They got to be in control fully so they feel safe, like they got it. Anybody? JB.
I hate being in control.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a natural thing, like to be there, but it don't make me feel safe. So I get the quote, like I get it, people think being in control means you're safe or mistaken for being safe, but no, control don't mean safe. Control mean you more at risk.
Ooh. Okay. I didn't even look at it from that angle. Coco?
Because when you in
more a risk,
when you in control, you more at risk when you're in control. Because you ain't got nobody else to fall back on. It's all you. It's on you.
That's it.
It's on you when you're in control. When I'm in control of my career, it's on me. If that career fails, that's on me. When you're in control of relationship, you the only one in control, it's all on me. I'm safe. I know I'm safe when I don't have to be in control. When I can just sit back and watch it go. Like it's all in motion. I don't have to have my hands on it. It's just moving. That's how career-wise, that's for me, that's how I look at career. When my team is able to go without me, when I can step away and come back and it's not a shit show, I'm good. I'm safe because I know how to automate it. And most times when you know how to put stuff in automation, most of the time that increases your value because I can now expand. When I always got to be there, I always got to be in control. It don't give me no bandwidth, no capacity. I can't really open up stuff.
Can't step away.
Right.
The key to that though is you got a good team.
That's true.
Assembly is key. Assembly is key because picking the right people to be on the team is like, man.
Because I feel safe with control. But that's because I've given up control most of my life, and it was the hardest lessons I had to learn. So when you keep learning lessons that tell you if you're not in control, it's bound to burn. You tend, and I don't mind taking accountability. So if it all failed because of me, it's my fault. I don't have to look to the left or the right of me to figure out who did it. I know who did it. So, but I get what he's saying. Like, so if I had, what I'm saying, it's the team, I guess, or the other person.
I got you.
I think in work wise, I agree. When you're able to let go of control, and let your team just ride it out and they succeed, then you've done what you were supposed to do. But I think when it comes to relationships, I cannot, I don't know that I've relinquished control very often. I've tried to give up the keys a number of times, and but I don't think it's necessarily the other person's fault all the time. It definitely was, you know, I played my hand as well. So I think that sometimes in relationships, it can be hard to relinquish control. And I think it's hard, or it is seen for me as feeling safe if I'm controlling what's around me, because I feel like Queen said, you know, I'm responsible for it. I feel like, okay, well, what choice did you make, Kelly, to make it go this way or that way? And
Okay. So when do you relinquish control on both in the career aspect and in the relationship aspect? Like, is there a certain, all right, I see that you got it. So go ahead.
I think for my team, I have a really good team, really, really good. And I trust them with everything. I mean, they can handle whatever when I'm out. But I think that they came into the job that way. And I think that our environment as a team has